the two methods find element and find elements. So the work of find element method is to basically help us find a particular element of our interest. Okay. Whereas the work of find elements method is to basically return to us a list of web elements. So find element returns us the first found element matched to the locator, whereas find elements returns us the list of web elements will all match the locator. Okay. So in here we have already seen the find element method. We are going to talk about the find elements method. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find all the anchor elements in the home page. So I open my browser, I say driver.url and provide the URL of the application. Then I create a read-only collection of iWeb element. Okay. So what type of collection it is? It is a iWeb element collection. And I say links, where links is equal to driver.findElement by.tagname a. So find all the web elements which are working with the tag name a and put them in the collection. Then for each iWeb element link in links, I am printing the text of the link and I am fetching the link attribute href at the runtime and printing that. And I am saying read line. So this program will basically fetch all the links on the home page and will print the link title, that is the text associated with the link, along with the href attribute of the link. So as you can see, the links are identified along with their href property. Do you see this? Cart contents, checkout, my account, catalog, log yourself in, and then the name of the product along with their hyperlinks associated with them. So there is this get attribute method. The purpose of the get attribute method is to basically return the attribute associated, return the value of the attribute associated at the runtime with the object. So get attribute is a function of purpose is to return the runtime value associated with the property of the web element. Now, when we basically work on a text box and we want to fetch contents of that text box, getText method will not run. What we have to use is the getAttribute method, and the attribute we are going to ask is for value. This will print the contents in the text box because that is what gets populated with the value when we put contents in the text box. Is this clear? Yes, Sajid.
Yeah, Pallavi. So a few questions here. So in Selenium, if you want to means navigate to an URL, we put like driver.navigate to that particular URI or get URI. So these are the two functions we use. So here it is just a driver.url equal to the URL name. Is this the way we
Yeah.
launch a URI?
The first thing we do is we say iWebDriver is new Chrome driver. This will basically launch the Chrome browser and this will set the URL at the Chrome browser.
Oh, okay. So the first statement itself will launch the URL.
Yeah, the
Okay,
first statement itself will launch the browser.
browser. Okay, and you said that is okay. And the second one is by yeah. So it's basically list, right? So find elements. It will return a list of elements, right?
Yeah.
So here it is read-only collection. Usually in Selenium we use list, and so here it is read-only collection.
It is
Is
not in
that
Selenium, it is in Java we use list. Here it
yeah,
is called
yeah, yeah.
read-only collection because we are just adding information to it. We are not editing it.
Okay, okay. And okay. Oh, and okay, and then you told like in Java we have get text. Here it should be get attribute and the value, right? So value
No,
here
it is not
it
in
can be
Java we have getText. GetText is the
mm,
function of the WebDriver, which returns to us the
yeah,
text associated with the web element. But when you
correct.
set contents to a text box, it is not the text property which is changing, it is the value property. So if I want to
Yep.
fetch the contents of a text box at runtime, I have to use getValue, not getText.
Okay, okay. So get text in place of get text, it is get value or get attribute of value.
Get attribute in bracket value, like the way I've written.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I'm sharing this program with you, and the question which you have to do now is, which was the last program did you automate when I asked you to change profile, or what was it?
Yeah, change profile.
Okay. So create a copy of change profile and put in a validation that the last name content changed is same as asked for. So once you have changed the last name, go back to the change profile page, okay? Fetch the content of the last name, see if it matches the content which you have given, the string.
Okay.
If it is matches, say test case pass or change profile has been done. If it doesn't match, say change profile has not been done. Understood?
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and please create a copy and add this part and show me the script once you're done. Yes, Sajid.
No, I didn't ask anything.
Oh, I saw a raised hand. Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Uh,
Let me know when you're done.
yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, what's the update, Sajid?
Yeah, just done, just running and seeing any issue.
Okay. Fine. This is fine. Any question?
Yeah, yeah, nothing.
Okay, good. So the next concept we are going to talk about is the concept of the different types of functions in the WebDriver. I believe I gave you this, right? You can use driver.url, driver.title, driver.current window handle to print the information related to the browser. Then we will see how we can assert our test script. Now, like I told you, assertion is two types of assertions are there: text-based assertion and object-based assertion. So we can use text-based assertion as driver.getPageSource, which basically returns us the entire content of the page. Dot contains a substring we are looking for. If it contains that, then we say that the login has happened. An object-based assertion is if driver.findElement by.log text link text log off is displayed. This is the object-based assertion where we are wanting to find out whether the link log off is displayed. If yes, it is displayed, we go ahead and click the log off link and continue with the log off process. So these are the two types of assertions which we have. Now we always use assertion in a test case. For example, in the change profile, you could have used the assertion your profile has been updated text, because until unless assertion is available, we do not know whether the test case has passed or not. So assertions are important. Now let's have a look at the concept of parameterization. The concept of parameterization basically says, given a test scenario, we want to iterate the test scenario for a given data set. The scenario will run as many times as many rows are there in the data set. So we are going to see how we can use a CSV file, which is a comma separated file, to provide us with the data set to run with the login logout scenario. So here we open the Chrome driver We start with the try catch statement. We create this line variable and we create the stream reader object to read the file from login credential.txt. Let's have a look at this file. The file has got two rows. The first row is basically for valid user. The second row is for the invalid user. So we read this array and we split on a comma. So AR0 will basically be username and AR1 would be the password. So we say driver dot find element. In the email address we say send keys AR0. In the password we say send keys AR1. Then we ask if the driver dot get page source contains this, then only we go ahead and perform the log off action, else we say invalid login credential. So this is the program for the concept of parameterization, where we basically run the same test but with two different data sets. The first data set is of valid user, the second data set is of the invalid user. So for the first user we get valid login credential, for second user we get invalid login credential. Is this clear? So you have to write down a program, not now but later as an assignment for today, where you have to create a program for register user which will have two columns, gender and email address. Then you have to create two users with the following email addresses, male and female. So the idea is that the first user registered should be male, the second user registered should be female. This email address you will have to keep on changing as you run your program to test it. Make sense? This concept of parameterization and the assignment. Okay. We are now going to discuss the concept of synchronization. The concept of parameterization and synchronization are called the building blocks of the automation. The concept of synchronization basically says the speed at which the tool is executing the test case should meet the speed at which the application is able to process it. So if the speed matches of the tool with the application, then we say they are synchronized. If not, then they are not synchronized with each other, and then the chances of error would be higher. So synchronization is done by using static wait and by using dynamic wait. Static wait is when we forcefully make the script to wait for n number of seconds, whereas dynamic wait is where we basically either wait for an event to happen or we time out. So let's have a look at this. So thread.sleep is basically static wait. This is known as a static wait. Okay, and then I will show you the dynamic wait. Driver.manage.timer.implicit wait is also a global timeout. So if you want to give a global timeout which will wait for basically the command for every program, we basically say an implicit timeout. Okay, so for the command execution at every program level, at every command in the program, it will basically wait for 60 seconds to work. If within the 60 seconds the element is not identified, then it will throw an exception. Let's see that. And thread.sleep is a static wait which is given to forcefully wait for 6 seconds in here before we proceed to the next step. So you see, after clicking my account, it is actually waiting. It does not start typing immediately. So it will wait for 6 seconds and then it will start typing. Now let's try to give a link click with the bad object information and see how it will behave. Okay, sorry, it will not even come to this. Let me give correct credentials and then run. To see, it will just keep on waiting at the most for 60 seconds for this log off link to appear, but it will not appear because we gave a bad credential. So what we will be getting is an error. So do you see this error? Unexpected error system.net.web exception. So an exception has come up because it is not able to identify the object of interest. And it did not come immediately, it came after 60 seconds have been elapsed. Does this make sense? Okay, so generally where will we use synchronization? Synchronization is used whenever a link is clicked and a new page is being loaded. Now there is a dynamic wait available, which is also local wait called as WebDriver wait. There is some problem with this Chrome driver version, I think, because it is not supporting this expected condition. So I'll try it with another browser to make it work, and I will let you know. But this is what the command looks like. So basically we say WebDriver wait, we pass the driver object along with the time span, and the method we use is dot until. So we are basically waiting for an expected condition, which is element exists by link log off. So what are we doing in here is we are either going to wait for 120 seconds, or we are going to wait for the log of link to appear. If the log of link appears within 120 seconds, good, we will move out of this waiting period. If the log of link doesn't appear and 120 seconds have been passed by, we basically still move away. So either we time out or the log of link appear, or we say either the log of link appear or we time out. So this is the WebDriver wait command. Generally it is used as a local timeout, and again it is dynamic in nature. Is this clear? The WebDriver wait? Okay. Any questions on any of the topic which we have discussed today so far? Now we will see how we can run our test on IE driver and Firefox driver. To run test on IE driver, we have to basically fetch the Internet Explorer driver from the NuGet. So let's go to this browse section and search for Internet Explorer driver. So this is the package which we get. So go ahead and install this package so that we are able to work with IE driver. And for Firefox driver, go ahead and install this package. So install the Firefox driver package and the IE driver package. Once done, let me know. Once you are done installing these two packages, let me know and I will show you the script for IE driver and Firefox driver. This is the script for IE driver. Once you are done installing the IE driver, run the script. The only change is that instead of now creating an object of Chrome, we create an object of Internet Explorer, and this is what we import. So first run the IE, then when you are done with that, tell me, I'll share the Firefox script. I pasted the code, Sajid. I already did. The only change you will have to do is that instead of IE driver as new Chrome driver, we say new Internet Explorer driver. I already pasted the code. So just copy paste the login logout. Only the login logout. I've shared the code again with you. So instead of Chrome, say enter IE. Yeah, right. Now instead of saying new Chrome driver, say Internet Explorer driver. Yeah, that's right. Now go down, remove the part of change profile. Let it be just log in, log out. Remove it, delete it. That's fine. Now go ahead and run this program. So you have to make the change that the project should run this program. So the IE would have a problem. Open your IE browser. You have to reduce the zoom size to 100% and then only it will run. So go to settings, zoom, the third option. Third option, Sajid, from the print file zoom. Yeah, set it to 100% and then run the program again. Not 200% Sajid, 100%. The zoom has to be 100%. You have to use this statement for synchronization, otherwise it will start failing.
Okay.
Leave your mouse. Okay, I'm unable to type, so I'm sharing that thing with you on internet, on your chat window. Put it just
Yeah.
beneath the driver object initialization. Yeah, go ahead. Did you close the IE?
No, I think we shouldn't we maximize the window?
That's okay. Can you
We have
click
to
on
give
my
manual
account?
thought.
Click on my account yourself. You have IE WebDriver 11. Okay. Sorry, you have IE 11. Let me just run it on my system. I don't have IE 11. I have IE 7. Maybe you need something else. Yeah, mine works.
Okay.
Yours is just opening the browser, right? Not going further than that.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I'll just try it out. It's not clicking. So is it a driver issue?
Yeah, has to be. Go ahead and download the one for Firefox. Meanwhile,
Okay. Firefox already I did that.
added. So go ahead and create
Yep.
another program. And instead of saying new
Okay.
Internet Explorer, I say new Firefox driver and using change it. Meanwhile,
Yep.
I'll just see what is the problem with you.
Okay.
The using. Go to the using. Import statements. Scroll up. Here say using OpenQA. Did you add Firefox?
Yeah, I just read. Is F small?
Which have you added?
No.
Wait a second. Sajid, wait, please.
Yeah, yeah. So what is the difference between Gecko driver and Firefox driver?
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Do you have Firefox on your system?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. Basically, there were changes from Selenium 2.0 to Selenium 3.0 and the different browsers
Mm.
versions which are released. Basically, W3 Consortium laid down some guidelines stating that every browser now released will be have to have their own versions of WebDriver available, which was not true for Selenium 2.0. So Firefox basically took care of these guidelines and went ahead and made changes in their browser. Because of which Selenium is no longer compatible with this browser directly. It has to go through something called as a Gecko driver. Gecko is basically an engine based on which a lot of Firefox or Mozilla softwares are released. So we use Gecko driver client to be available on our system so that through that we can invoke the Firefox browser and work on it. Okay. So that's why for Firefox we require the Gecko driver. Now, can you open the Firefox on your system? I want to see what version it is because the Firefox driver is not able to work on it.
Okay.
Thirty-two. Can you type in your Gecko driver? I'm not able to.
Yeah.
Not here. Not here.
Oh, oh, in the.
Okay, Sajid, I don't know for your system. Mail me the operating system details because you just have to add the Gecko driver package. One problem was you
Okay.
named your class as Firefox driver, which I changed. But
Okay.
besides that, it is still not able to take it. So I am not sure. The main problem would be the system which you are working on. And for
Mm-hmm.
IE, I found a solution. I'll just try on your system, allow it to be made as a presenter.
Okay.
Okay, so it works now.
Oh, so what was the problem?
The name of your file was Firefox driver.
Oh,
So it was not
oh,
able
that
to
create.
find which Firefox driver you're trying to create a object of.
Hmm.
So Chrome works, Firefox works. Now we will just okay, this is some other problem. It is not able to find the Firefox at the expected location. So just try to uninstall and reinstall Firefox so that it gets installed in a default location, okay? Otherwise, you will have to
Okay.
provide the location to the Firefox. Just click on copy detail and save this error.
Okay.
It's a standard Firefox error which we get if we are not able to find Firefox in the default location Selenium is looking into. So copy this and save it in a text pad. Then uninstall your
Mhm.
Firefox and try to install it again. Click on copy details. Yeah, save it and then just try to uninstall Firefox and install it again. We will see if it works or not. Now can you open your
Okay.
Internet Explorer?
Yeah.
Go to options. You have Microsoft Edge, so it is not the Internet Explorer. So one change we will do, let's first do this and then we will see. It is not I
Hmm.
just we'll just try to create that driver. I am though not sure whether this will work. Nevertheless, let's try to make the page. Can you press Window key plus S, capital S?
This is what I'm getting. Window key plus capital S.
You have both on your system.
Sorry?
You have both the IE and the Edge.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to try with IE first. If this works fine, otherwise we will have a look at it later.
Yes.
Okay, it's not working. So we'll see that later. What is the issue?
Yep.
Fine. Okay, anyways, Chrome works, Firefox works. With IE, maybe some challenge with your system.
Yep.
Edge also is not working. So this is basically what people have said, the one which I was using. So I'll just share the
Okay.
link with you in case you get time, please read it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I've given you the assignment and that's all we have for today. So I'll see you tomorrow then, Sajid. Try
Yeah,
to
sure.
practice your
Thanks.
assignment and more concepts tomorrow. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
Bye, Sajid.